we are live.
Back, folks. Appreciate you having us on your time frame, your time schedule. This has actually gotten a lot more traction than what either myself or Nathan had originally anticipated. So if you want to tell your friends, come check us out. That would be greatly appreciated. We're rejoining the party on top of this rather tall tower or tall building where they have been having a correspondence with a wizard that makes homunculi, who absolutely will not budge from his 500 gold piece ransom letter. He has, however, responded to Clay, who is going to be just a little bit late, his desire to fight, but not hopefully not today. All right, party, what are we doing?
He also sent me a new letter, correct? Non-budging from the price?
Yes.
I would like to send back a letter and say, do you know that I want to make sure the party is not watching. I want to kind of creep away from the party. And I want to send, do you know this homunculi? And I'm going to put in Shio's logo that she has on her that we all seen. And then a drone picture of Shio. And send it to them.
Okay.
And I would like to ask the question, is there also like a trap door or a secret door compartment for, your specialty of fleshlight homunculi in this model? There we go. Two birds, one stone for Nathan there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that one.
All right. So, what's our plan while we await the wizard to respond back?
Yeah. When my creature drops off the letter, I would like for it to stick around and see what's going on.
I'm going to mention to everybody that I have a feeling that if we look in the palace, we'll find answers to what's going on around here.
Oh, real quick, one more thing I wanted to do. I'm going to get my rope out, and I'm going to bind the homunculi girl that is currently passed out.
I mean, technically, you already did.
Yeah, she was kind of tied up. That was more for hauling purposes, but I'm going to reaffirm the fact that I want her to be gagged. I want her to be legs tied up together, arms tied up together, and then knees bent backward and hog-tied.
This bitch ain't going nowhere.
Does she want to go anywhere? Is she like...
She's unconscious. She doesn't really have much of a choice.
So Gerald's going to look at this and be like, is this really necessary?
I'm going to look at Gerald, and I'm going to get on a pair. I'm gonna pull out from my bag a pair of purple underwear from Sophia.
Please no.
I'm going to imagine there's a little clip on the side. I'm going to clip them on the outside of our clothing and say, "Don't worry about it. She's safe now."
She's safe now. That's so. Do I know about the magic underwear?
I want to go with yes, just to see how this plays out.
Well, I guess that'll... Yeah, okay. Just... Anyway, let's go. So disturbed at the fact that you just, literally took this unconscious woman and straddled a purple thong over her thighs.
So, just for anybody listening, the purple underwear was kind of a gag from the last campaign. It prevents anybody... The only person that can take them off is the person wearing them, or a person given approval by the person wearing them. It's anti-rape panties.
Everybody needs some.
Oh, God. All right. Are we ready to advance to the palace?
Yes.
Tally forth. Oh yeah.
All right. Once again, foiled by my own vanity. Anyway, I'm going to set the scene while I wait for all of my stupid little thingies over here to load. So you walk into the palace, which for some reason you're just allowed to walk into the palace. And as you can see, they've kind of got a waiting room, kind of empty right now. But got a waiting room, a receptionist, and there's a whole bunch of guards with numbers for no particular reason.
Well, don't forget, before you walked in, I cast Pass Without a Trace.
Okay.
We're sneaking. Past apparently a lot of people.
Does Pass Without Trace make you invisible, though?
No, I think it just gives you a +10 to your stealth checks.
Oh, I thought it made you invisible. I'm going to cast invisibility on myself. Now I have a +10 and advantage.
Gerald's gonna walk like, you remember the Scooby-Doo episodes, how Shaggy used to walk? It's how Gerald and Thomas are gonna be. We're like Shaggy and Scooby creeping through here.
Oh my gosh. All right, so I'm pretty sure it's not well depicted right now because I got the thing pulled up. All right, so you've got a path forward, a path to the right, and a path to the left.
Hey,
Can I examine the room? Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
What makes Sarah so special?
She's the receptionist.
Oh, because she's behind the desk. Okay, gotcha. Examine the room, Ratchet.
Now let's examine the room. Is this since you said before people are able to walk in? Is the public area of the palace?
This area, yes. This is the lobby reception.
So
People
where's
come
my
here to nod, the representatives for the different dragon factions.
okay, so where's my kiosk? Show me where to go. There's signs on the walls.
Your kiosk.
Yeah.
You know, you are here this way to the wizard's information or whatever.
Every public building like this has signs on the wall or a kiosk.
No, this is the only public area, or the only area available to the public. Most meetings are done by appointment.
Okay.
And you have to come here to set up an appointment. So
Is there any placards on the wall listing whose office it is? I mean, is where this way to Janod's office?
Back this way, yes. But that's why Sarah works here. Okay, don't take away Sarah's job.
Is Sarah particularly attractive? Whatever.
So the interesting thing about these homunculi that you notice is that they are nothing like they're nothing like clay or the other one that you have.
Oh, they're just like hollow shells. Like
think Model 2 synths.
Model what?
Who?
No one ever played Fallout 4?
I mean, yeah, but I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, the second model of synth. Think Nick Valentine.
Oh, okay. They do not look very human. Gotcha.
No, they're definitely robot.
Okay.
So they look kind of like mannequins, or move like mannequins.
Yeah, kind of like mannequins. If that's probably the best way to describe them. You can definitely see the seams that they're sewn together with, and their skin isn't exactly the right shade, but they have the right shape of a human, I would say.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So if no one else has anything at the moment, I would like, since I'm invisible, I would just like to go up behind Sarah at the kiosk. And I would like to examine the papers without touching, just looking. Any papers that are around her. Is there a diagram? of the building? Anything of the like? Any important appointments that
Any blueprints of the layout?
I
Exactly.
completely forgot you cast invisibility. I was like, are you serious? You're just gonna walk? It makes
Just
sense
gonna
now.
walk over there like an absolute mad lad. Okay. As far as what's on the desk that's visible, all it is like appointment calendars.
Are there any appointments for today that matter?
Hmm. Hold on, I gotta pull up my doc. I thought I remember this.
Is Fleshlight Wizard making an appointment to come talk to somebody about his fleshlight? I mean,
No, Janad's actually booked out 2 years in advance.
Dang.
Wow.
if that doesn't describe the legal system, I don't know what does.
Dang.
Right now, they are doing a debrief from the Dragon Lord Summit. Currently, there are only 3 representatives, and Janad himself is here.
Well, shit. So I'm guessing the room straight back and both hallways to the left and right have doors that are both closed, correct?
Yes.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I guess you want to get technical about it. This is actually just a really boring hallway. It's actually not a door. It's supposed to be like an archway, but my map software did not want to make it an archway, so I had to put a door there.
And I'm guessing nobody here except for me understands the Drow sign language.
I think you're the only one here that actually knows the Drow have a sign language. So
Yeah.
Also, I'm invisible, so I can't really sign to you.
you're sitting there making hand gestures too. Oh wait,
Shooting gang signs.
Pretty much.
why isn't this working? Do I need to make I forgot to ask. Do I need to make a sneak check?
No, you're
Okay.
in the middle of a very open room.
But
Because-
we have Brian's thing, so there's no chance of us get by.
I wouldn't say there's no chance, but you would definitely have to distract the guard.
Yeah, that's why I was hoping I could talk in Drow sign language because we need to create a distraction.
Oh,
I'm thinking a snake and I was Sarah's desk popping up would cause a pretty good distraction.
I could have Tommy pee on him or her.
I think a snake's less conspicuous than a random robot popping up.
It's just a robot dog, sir. It's man's best mechanical friend. Okay,
A snake would be more
you've
inconspicuous.
never seen a robot dog before? Is that what you're saying?
Why, yeah, I've seen plenty of robot dogs.
Well,
No.
Yeah, back in 2004 when that toy was popular.
Yeah, that's about it.
See, it's they're there. I'm telling you.
I would like to, since I'm invisible, I'm gonna walk between both of you and then tap on your shoulder and just say, "All right, listen.
Yeah.
Bring Jake in, and Jake, I'm gonna put Jake on the desk, on Sarah's desk, and have him make a distraction. Okay?
Sounds good.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
So, I do that. I'm gonna walk back over to her desk,
Wait.
and then
Wait. Which way are we going? You want to split up or
I suggest we don't split up. We'll probably die individually.
Okay. Or right.
Yeah.
Well, what about just going straight down the middle?
But the guards are there. We still have to sneak past them.
Oh yeah, but what? I mean, the guard's gonna be distracted by Sarah screaming.
You don't think so? I mean, there are guards.
But I think they'll be distracted by her.
How about
I hope they'll be distracted by her.
how about we play it by ear? Yeah, let's just
We can go whichever way.
yeah, do the snake, see which way opens up, and we go. Right?
All right, so I'm gonna go over to Sarah, and it's not an attack, so I'm gonna stay invisible. But spawn Jake in. I'm gonna slither up her desk, I guess. I'm gonna casually push something off her desk. Did she lean down to pick it up?
Yes.
Does sexy jazz music play when she does it?
When she sits back at her chair after picking it up, Jake is directly in front of her on her desk.
She looks at the snake, sort of confused as to how it got there, and she motions to the guard on her right to remove the snake.
Can you tell me what her eyes are made of?
Like what they're made of? Like
What material is her eyes made of? Since she's not real human.
oh, glass.
Jake the 15th is going to try to bite her eye, or bite around her eye and try to consume her eye.
Man, Jake the Snake watched Kill Bill.
Hell yeah, he did. All right, roll for it. Roll to attack.
Gosh.
Okay, my Discord is kind of struggling. Is that not it?
It should be.
Did they change it again?
No, it's still there.
I hate to think you have to give us permission again.
I would too.
Let me try it real quick. No, I got it.
That's mine.
Yeah, I got it.
That's weird.
No, Dakota, click on, when you press slash, you should have a selection, like a menu pop up, and then you'll select roll.
Oh, yeah, hit roll. That's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah, you gotta actually select it from the menu now, which is
It's
really
dumb.
It's really dumb. I don't like it. Did we both just roll 15s?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, you hit, or Jake hits. So he clamps down on like her eye socket. It's like, ah. And she's like, "Well, this is not good." Starts tugging on the
I'm going
snake.
to use my. I want to use my. Probably shouldn't say this one. I'm going to communicate to Jake. Listen, just pretend you're not overly. Gosh, how do I word this? Jake, just good job, Jake. Good job. Just pretend that you're a poor orphan boy in a Catholic church and go for it.
Oh my gosh.
So guard one takes Sarah, and I don't feel like pushing them outside. The guard this way is open.
Did the other guards just not give a shit?
No, they don't. They're robots.
Damn.
Huh.
Huh.
What a bunch of douchebags.
Well, I guess we're going to the left.
Okay.
I would.
So before you open the door,
Are the
there's two
guards-
more guards in there.
Are the guards looking at Sarah's desk? Or do they pay her no mind?
7, 8, and 2 are paying no mind to what's going on over here.
Outstanding. I want to rummage through her desk.
Oh my gosh. What are you hoping to find?
Maybe if it's a gossip paper of who's doing who, any dirt on the guards. A key, like a common key or a master key. Money. Anything I like.
You find her key card.
She has a key card.
There's key cards?
This place is technologically advanced.
This is Resident Evil.
This is Final Fantasy VII.
Is it a red card or a blue card or a yellow card?
It's blue.
All right. What kind of card is this? Like an ID card?
Yes.
Okay.
Think of it as an IFF identifier.
Okay. Your Sheehan, your role helps with stealth, not deception, correct?
Yeah, just stealth.
I would like to get the party's attention and show them I have this card.
Okay.
But it is not actually used. Is it actually used to swipe anything, or is it just to present?
Good question.
I want to examine the back. Is there a bar on the back?
There's nothing on the back. It's just the front.
Okay.
Oh, man.
On the front is basically not a barcode. It's a QR code.
Okay.
So it's clearly a show.
Okay. Gerald, do you want me to disguise you to look like this?
What? Dude, you couldn't. No way you make me look like that.
Well, of course.
We could make
Could.
Thomas.
You know what? You know what year it is? You can look like this.
Oh, because you can do something doesn't mean you should. We could
Okay, so
make Thomas into a walking doggy robot. We have the technology.
this is a horrible idea, but I want to quickly just cast sex change on Thomas.
What?
The spell fails.
I was just curious.
What did you?
He says.
Well, you said before that he was humping legs and that he was going to pee on people. Women can't necessarily do the latter without a bit more prep work. That leg's got to be humping you at that
I
point.
feel like it's just an extension of Gerald's incredibly sad personality when Thomas does that. He's just trying to say he loves you, love him back. And then
You think about that scene from Transformers when that robot's humping Megan Fox's leg.
yeah,
Oh yeah, the stupid RC car.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, I want to disguise Thomas to look like that. Mm-hmm.
Oh. Okay.
so you get like the sexy jazz music. Wow, wow. And then Thomas is like blushing, got the ara face going on.
You hear that in my mind, it's like distorted jazz music. I'm disgusted with what I'm doing.
You should be.
The very robotic ara.
Oh no.
Ara.
No.
Love it.
Okay, do you need me to roll for that? Because that falls in the background thing.
Then no. Please don't roll to turn the robot and never mind. Okay. So
I want to pat Thomas on the head when I finish disguising him. Like, now you look like all the other fleshlights of this place.
Thomas kind of like rubs on your hand a little bit, like a good boy, because Thomas is a good boy.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
What?
Put the key card on is the key card on a necklace type or a lanyard?
no, it's just a card you hold in your hand.
I motioned for Thomas to put his hand out, and then I put it in his hand.
Say, Thomas, don't listen to her. She's a heathen. Look what she's done to you. You're so
I was going to tell
pretty.
you two to keep it down. Remember, we're trying to be quiet.
Oh yeah, Gerald doesn't know the meaning of being quiet. I'll whisper it.
Jesus, we're so going to get busted.
I mean, did you really expect us to make it through without? I mean, it would be disappointing if we didn't. Anyway.
But that's all I got. I mean, I'm gonna stay away from you guys and stealth through this and see what happens.
At this point, I don't blame you.
At this point, I'm clueless.
Who wants to?
You haven't really missed anything, Clay. Don't worry about it.
I guess that's a good thing.
You
Well,
could disguise Clay.
oh, we could.
And to your earlier statement, Dakota, you tell me you prepared for the fact that your guy went into a diabetic coma.
That ain't good. Anyway,
So it's not fire accident?
So I'm gonna kind of mention something to Ayana since she's invisible. I'm gonna let her know that whenever these two jokers get caught, I'm gonna turn invisible and we can go ahead and stealth past everybody.
I want you to. I put my hand out to yours and I pat it. I'm trying to get you to give me an invisible high five.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and give you an invisible high five.
I think you should roll to see if you miss.
You miss and it's cusp her breast.
Hit you in the face, and now you've got blood running down your nose.
I'm no longer invisible because I attacked.
Listen, that's some sneaky underhanded tactics that I would totally use.
I'm just going to hear deal. Like a whispered deal.
So we're basically trying to sneak past the two guards in front of us.
No.
No, we're sneaking past guards 5 and 6 now.
Me and you are getting sold out, and we're gonna have to fend for ourselves. These two are gonna sneak past the guards.
Thomas, Gerald's robot, is now disguised as a secretary named Sarah.
Beep boop.
I mean, you guys do realize I could just breathe smoke, fill the room, and nobody could see us.
But they would totally know that there's smoke.
There's something weird going on.
I mean, to be fair, if they thought there was smoke, they'd think the building was on fire and evac.
The guard just walks outside or walks in the lobby and put the no smoking sign up and walks back out. That's it. That's all I'm going to do is I'm going to chill out and observe and see what happens with this interaction.
Yeah. I guess we're sneaking past guards 5 and 6, right?
Is that your final answer?
Well, I'm trying to think of a distraction. Can we use Sarah? Can we use the quote unquote Sarah to interact with guards 5 and 6?
They're definitely going to talk to her.
Can I do something? Can I try something?
Sure.
I want to walk past guard 5 and 6.
Good answer.
Because no one gets past this point without having an appointment. So I'm gonna play it cool.
Wait, we said without having an appointment. We literally sent a letter with the same symbol.
Yeah,
I
but
could show the symbol on my arm and be like, I work with these people.
he's booked like, what, 2 years out?
That symbol has nothing to do with what you're doing right now.
It's
Right
a
now,
symbol on all the products.
right now you're breaking into a Dragon Lord's palace,
Oh, I thought we were going after the wizard.
which is a fantastic idea.
He's next. The wizard's next.
Yeah, Wizard's next. Forget it.
First is the barbecue joint, next the fleshlight place.
Oh gosh.
So, I guess I would try to stay within 30 feet of Gerald. I'm assuming everybody else does as well.
Wait, we're in a Dragon Lord's palace. I could speak Draconic. Why don't I just intimidate them?
Oh God.
My what? What'd you say?
I
Cole
speak
speaks
Draconic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the
No.
only one in the group who does.
Yeah,
Mind you, we're in a Dragon Lord's palace.
but nobody's a dragon.
But this is like
Yeah.
breaking into somebody's house. And you're like, oh, you speak English too? Me too, bro.
Well,
What is it?
that's the connotations are different because you learn from your dragons that the only people that can speak Draconic are dragons and the king.
Meaning, I would probably be in good standing being able to speak it.
Or you could really raise some red flags. I'm not sure.
I mean, Ayana and Elishim don't have a better idea.
I'm just saying. Well, their idea is to turn invisible and sneak past them.
I just walked by
But
them.
I'm just saying it could also do both.
I see what you're saying. So it could go either way. It just depends.
No, I'm saying it could do both. Not one or the other, both.
Oh, okay. It will set them on. It will get you Clay in good standing, and it'll get an alarm raised. Some kind of alarm.
Well,
Like, oh, hey, someone's here who speaks Draconic.
Well, we could use Chio as a distraction then.
Hey, that's what I was just thinking.
You're just finding an excuse to get me killed, aren't you, Dakota?
Well, I mean, you
I'm
kind of.
not doing anything to you. You recommended this idea.
Yeah, you volunteered.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm just stating it is an idea.
so to iterate the point, okay, the dragons weren't so much offended when Clay spoke in Draconic. They were confused as to how Shia could actually speak Draconic.
Right.
Well, anyway, I want to continue walking down this hallway.
So you walk past 5 and 6.
And Iona and Elishim you guys are tailing me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And Chio, what are you doing?
I guess I'm gonna follow if they're not gonna do anything.
I mean, okay. We did a bunch of stuff. We've already done a bunch of stuff. You just weren't here for it. Like we had to make a distraction to get past these guards. So, all right.
Oh, my leg.
Is that a
Okay.
set of stairs up?
It's a set of stairs down.
Oh. Is there a
So,
is there a sign that says where these stairs go?
guard 5 and 6 tell you to halt.
so does that mean we failed our stealth check?
Well, Nathan walked past them totally nonchalant. So,
Okay.
as far as you and Iana are concerned and Clay behind you, they don't know you're there yet.
Okay. So when they tell me to halt, I'm gonna kind of like throw my hands up in this what the crap manner.
Well, I'm gonna keep walking through the steps then.
They say unauthorized access.
Oh.
So these are mechanical guards, right?
They're earlier model U.
So okay. So I'm very
Like an
mechanical.
older model me.
They're you but less human.
I have a crazy idea. I'm gonna run with the party first. If they're an older model me, they have the same symbol as me because they're made by the same people. I can use mine as a way to be like, hold up, he's with me.
Yeah, I keep going to the steps.
Same.
So
Okay.
at this point, we're going to say that
Here's what I
I
want to
do.
do, if that's
I don't know.
possible. Go ahead.
Elishine have sneaked up towards there. Shio, I designed this hallway bad. It's on me.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's one side of the hallway or the other. There we go. We found a happy fuck. Yeah, we found a happy medium. Chio's right there. And what do you say to the guards, Nathan?
I've gotta analyze this through my intelligence. So, are they connected through the Wi-Fi?
What?
Do they have a network that they communicate through telepathically?
Not as far as you know.
Okay. Then what I want to do is I want to look at him and be like,
What do you mean, unauthorized? I've been waiting on my appointment for 2 years. And you're telling me I'm unauthorized. Who are you?
Sir, this is basement access. Appointments are handled at the front desk.
I talked to your dirty skank at the front desk. She told me to go to the right.
You mean the left?
no, this is this was her, right?
So we're going to reintroduce Tommy, who I forgot about up until this point. And Tommy's gonna flash the ID card.
Who?
Your robot.
Oh, Thomas. Oh, okay. Yes.
He's going to flash the ID card.
Here, you sniveling twat. This authorized enough for you.
They're kind of confused because on the one hand, that kind of looks like Sarah. On the other hand, the robots, they're not stupid.
Yeah. So, can I see them trying to analyze with their eyes or something?
Right now, it's going through their core intel processor.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look at them like,
I am insulted.
and then I'm gonna like hawk a big old hobgoblin spitwad right in their processing unit or their eyes, whichever one I can do.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the guard is a robot and doesn't really react to you spitting in its face.
But it messes with his vision, right?
So technically, yes.
Yes. Looks just like Sarah.
And the guard goes, technically, Sarah is also unauthorized for this section of the palace.
What the crap? A special appointment.
The robot guard goes, special appointment. Oh, human fornication. Understood. And they go back to their post.
Right. You have stopped me again, you bad gods, you.
As I walk away, just so embarrassed and flustered, like, oh my god.
So I take it I'm the next one to walk through?
Yes.
Wait, this works out great. Hold on. So Chio walks through, right?
Yes.
Okay, tell me what the guards do. We'll play this out.
They also say halt, unauthorized access.
Silence you two, you sex slave. Come here.
Hold on, I got something better, Nathan, if you want me to go with my idea.
If you want to, go ahead.
This is going to be great. Shio's going to look at them with just this death glare. It's like, silence, I'm with him. Unless you want to be replaced by a model of better caliber.
Do you say that in Draconic?
Yes. Just to absolutely, just to mess with them.
They tense up and they stand at attention and tell you to have a nice day.
What the fuck?
Shio nods and follows Geralt.
Okay.
So me and Ayana both saw that happen, right?
Yes.
Drake, these people respect your steak tongue? What?
So I'm gonna tell Chio, you lead the part. We'll follow behind.
Shio walks past, but where Ayana mentioned this they respect your snake tongue. It's called draconic. Maybe if you actually listen to your little gauntlet there, you might actually learn something.
I said that internally.
Oh.
Nice, Greg.
Drake says, of course, they were designed by dragons. Or at least these were.
Of course, dragons will make sex slaves.
No, Janai didn't make those. I don't know who made those.
Drake, hand it over. Drake,
What?
Drake, hand it over.
And what over?
I know you have a punch card for this place. Like a
No.
reward card, you come and then you bang 10 robots and you get the 11th free. Hand it over.
He tells you, actually, I've only laid with one being. And he kind of clams up. He's like, don't ask me talking about it.
It was the Hobgoblin's dragon, wasn't it?
No, that's never mind. Let's go.
Do you say that? Do you say that aloud?
Further.
Do you say that aloud?
All you hear is I want to say it was the Hobgoblin's dragon, wasn't it?
What is she talking about, Tatagon?
It was Bandcamp. I don't know what.
It appears as though Dreg is talking about something, or rather someone, that he shouldn't have been.
Drake, I'm gonna start throwing out a lot of slurs that were used 10 years ago, and now that I'm in maintenance is used freely. But everywhere else, people don't like it. About your sexual orientation, if you don't start giving me some answers right now.
Oh my gosh.
How about we deal with that later? We deal with the problem we have here now.
Greg, I don't care if you're streaming. You better give me some answers right now. I'm trying to throw out some words.
He tells you. This would actually be so much funnier from. Hold on, I'm going to tell Nathan from Tatacon's perspective because I think that's what it's going to get. What I'm going to get the best result story-wise out of.
Okay.
Tatacon tells Geralt that the First Great Dragon War was effectively one big lovers' quarrel.
You mean like a soap opera?
All thanks to our friend Catarphus over there.
You mean that's Elisham's, right?
Yes.
You mean the drama queen with the cape?
Hey, what?
So here's what happened. Okay,
I will turn you into a worm.
Dreg and this lady dragon.
I'm so happy for you, Drake. I was worried. I didn't want to eat that steak.
The ancient white dragon lord had a thing. Catarphus cut in. That's why it's all Catarphus's fault.
I thought you said
Drake, you got cucked?
Dang.
I tell Catarphus, you go, man.
Wait, that makes sense why he's with the nun.
So you mean Dreg really just couldn't control his woman? Is what you're saying?
Drake, were you just banging it?
Sounds like the same situation he's in.
I bet she's like a typical white girl wasted type, wasn't she?
Beverly Hills kind of lady. Ew.
Like a cock-a-doodle-doo woman.
Like white balls and everything.
Dragon's
I want to imagine myself. I have a question first. When Drake talks to me, and the gauntlet's not manifested, or times like now I'm invisible, do I have a visual representation of Drake in my mind?
Technically, no, unless you want to imagine what Drake looks like.
I want to imagine myself in a room with Drake as he starts sobbing.
God, this is about to turn into a therapy session at this point.
Oh, gosh. Okay, are we ready to advance the plot?
No. I want to imagine myself in a room with Drake.
Okay, you do. This is all in the theater of your own mind.
Drake, look at me.
The hell do you want?
So how'd that happen?
The sex?
Were you just working a bunch of overtime and then she just what happened?
I don't know.
Listen, we can talk about this. As much as I may not really like you much, I still want to kind of make you steak. You'll be the last steak. So, and it's all internally. So, how do you feel about working with this dragon? And where's your white dragon lady at now?
She's also a gauntlet.
Well, she is. So, did they end their relationship, or were they just chopped up into pieces while they're still trying to go at it?
Well, I got in a fight with Catarphus, which is what started the first Great Dragon War, technically.
It's all internal. So, you're talking to me, no? Yeah.
Started the first Great Dragon War. Then she tried to stop us.
Wait, so you two were fighting over her after she already cheated on you?
Listen, you remember this whole Dragon's Pride concept we covered when we were with the Wood Elves?
Yeah, but come on, man. That hoe belongs to the street.
All right, Gen Z, you Zoomer.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing from Gen Z. Is the freaking "she belongs in the street" meme. That's my favorite thing ever.
Oh my gosh.
Belongs to the streets. So how about this? How about we, at some point, meta game, late game, how would you feel about eating that dragon?
I have mixed emotions about this.
Not sexually, just steak-wise.
Um,
We can absorb his power. And then the white dragon.
You'd have to figure out how to free us from Luna's prison first.
And then the only person that'd be left for that white dragon would be you, until she inevitably gets tired of you. You work overtime again, and she finds somebody else. Then we eat them.
Indeed.
This feels like a trap.
No, your love triangle's a trap. This is a solution.
If this was a love triangle, then Catarphus would be in love with me because that's how triangles work.
He manifests as a cape. You think that isn't a stream straight to me? That stream goes wherever it wants.
Oh Lord.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, as this ends, I hardly catch up the party because I've been left alone because I'm invisible.
All right. So, maybe the first floor.
Oh God.
Once again, I'm being held captive by my own vanity because I didn't load. I loaded the area. I didn't load my tokens. But basically, what you get out of your conversation with Drake is the first Great Dragon War was literally started by Catarphus banging Drake's girlfriend, and then the other dragons got involved.
And banging her?
What?
Yeah, you said that completely wrong. You basically said like all the dragons showed up while they were doing it and was all like, yeah,
it's free reign on free reign on Drake's girlfriend. Yeah, let's go, boys.
No, that's not what happened.
Dragon Pride. No.
Was that they had two heavenly class dragons duking it out. A third one got involved, and then through different treaties and agreements and negotiations, it started an entire war on the continent.
Over some dragon puss. Drake, you're kind of stupid.
These are some shallow dragons, man. Good thing my dragon's not shallow.
He was also involved in the first
Yeah,
round.
but it was politically motivated. I mean, he didn't do it for no poontang.
Fair. Do.
Fair.
I'm gonna ask Drake a serious question real quick, and then we'll get back to it.
Okay.
Drake, do you ever manifest into a human body?
Yes, all dragons have the ability to polymorph.
What form do you look like when you take this? And this is also internal.
So the best way I know how to describe him is like a super buff Sir Zex from DxD.
Who's that?
Reyes' brother.
Oh, okay.
Literally
Oh,
the devil.
Oh, okay. He looks like a fuck boy. Okay, I got you. All right, I'm good.
Okay.
I just had an idea, and I thought you were going to screw me over with something for very, very late game. I just had to check it out while I thought of it.
Okay.
I mean, to be fair, Iona and Dreg kind of have the biggest case of matching personalities.
No, not at all. Storm, I thought you were going to screw me over with that person showing up that way.
What?
Don't say it out loud, but you know what I'm talking
Oh yeah, no,
about. Yeah. Okay.
maybe.
But Dakota, I'm thinking about it. Dreg got absolutely destroyed by another dragon, so he didn't get any. And you both are getting told what to do by a woman.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
choose to follow her.
So as you come down the stairs, there's 4 more guards, and they're ready to throw down.
Did you play near Automata enough to where all the guards are just banging and there's robots all over the place?
What?
That's how it goes in Nier Automata.
Did you not find the robot orgy in Nier Automata when you played it?
No.
Nathan, am I kidding?
No, it legit. You cannot miss it. It's like a ton of them.
The cutscene.
It's funny because they're doing it, but they don't have any appendages, so they're just like bumping into each other.
So back to the plot.
No, back to the plot.
So I'm just gonna look around at the guards, hold up one hand, and Interconic and just yell, "Stand down!"
Not the wizard. Get the fuck out.
So, quick question: are the robots aware of me and Iana yet?
They haven't acted on you yet.
Well, that's
Not the answer you wanted to hear, but
very
These
cryptic.
guards look any different than the other ones.
they're fancier. They have gold in their seams.
I believe juicy are higher.
Ooh.
Or whisper to the party.
What do you say? What do you say?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you had something. Well, that's yeah. I was gonna say maybe you had something productive to say, but that was a stupid thought.
No, that's not gonna happen.
Well, shit.
Well, okay, so I guess I'll be like,
I guess I'm gonna try to sneak past them.
what a dick. So Gerald's gonna look at them and say, what did they say again? Just so I can respond correctly.
They said, "You're not the wizard. Get the fuck out."
We're here to see the wizard. Can't you
The
see?
wonderful Wizard of Oz.
Sarah's here with me, and I brought this lovely thing.
You should have told the maker you were going to the tower in more certain terms. We wanted to see the wizard.
How more certain? I mean, didn't we send? Did we? Oh, look at shit. Did we not send a letter? Did we? I mean, come on.
The wizard isn't here.
He's told us to wait upon his arrival in the basement.
Prove it.
You Tacticon.
Drill, buddy.
Gio's gonna walk up to one of them and be like, "You know, in a few seconds, I could have you replaced. I am a much newer model, and you defective little craps can easily be replaced by me.
Yeah,
So I'd want your tongue."
that's right. You want to get replaced.
Like actively bullying old people.
I mean, to be fair, I am the first model. I am technically the oldest, yet I was made the best.
He takes a swing at you. With an 18 hit.
Telegon.
Yeah, yeah.
Telegon.
Oh, good. So, about that sneaking past them.
Yeah, and 18 hits, I'll say that. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes.
All right.
As they swing and hit Gio, I want to ask Drake. Drake, is there anything I can say here to make these guys piss off?
Probably not. Looks like they're like hell bent on this wizard dude.
Do you know of like any like word or phrase to power them down?
What do I look like? Tatacon?
Well, you look like somebody that's had a lot of time on his hands in solitude, and he could have really brushed up on this stuff.
Do you know how recently these things have been made?
Now you just sound old, Drake. It's not becoming of you.
I'm a 2,000 plus year old dragon. Of course I'm old.
So I want to sneak past.
What a dick! You bunch of douchebags.
I'm sneaking past too.
This is great.
Well, he swung, he hit, he did damage.
Now, can I see them sneak past?
Save.
Can we see them sneak past?
Not until the door opens,
What a bunch
and then.
of... Okay.
Oh, you're gonna use Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, yeah.
I use exclamation point because I'm fucking stupid.
Do better.
Get gooder.
Get gooder.
7 and 11 doesn't save.
Oh, no, it does not.
I like how you traded 11 damage. So
Wait, was that my roll or something else? Wait, my roll didn't even go through. What the heck?
You gotta click on the menu when you press dash or slash.
Oh.
It'll pop up in the menu and you press it there. We had to refresh ourselves too. No worries.
15.
all right. Initiative's been rolled, so we're gonna do this in initiative order. Dakota, you go to sneak past the guards.
And if I think it's super dicey, I'll cast Levitate on myself and fly over them.
Well, okay.
What
As you go to walk past them, they go to take a swing at you.
What?
My entire character sheet's a lie.
I thought he was invisible.
Plus 10 to stealth with advantage. And they just swing at me randomly.
So, I'm gonna explain this anyway. These robots were made of the wizard. The wizard gave them true sight.
Oh.
The other ones didn't. These do.
Does that help them see people sneaking though?
That helps them see people that are invisible in a wide open room.
Oh shit.
Cool. So they go to swing me.
They did, or he did. One of them did. The other
Is
one's
it 17?
You have an AC of 18, don't you? Or
Yeah,
20?
so that's what it was 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still your turn.
I'm gonna use my entire movement. Keep going.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, you run in here.
I want to look in there before I run in there and see what's in there.
There's about 12 more in there.
Are they just as fancy?
No.
Are the other guards looking? No, I'm still invisible, bitch. I'm gonna go in there.
Are you still invisible if you get... No, you didn't get hit.
Nope.
So, from what you can see, they're all working on more homunculi. But like the newer models, like Clay.
Huh.
Okay. So they're at their own little workstations. Is it like an assembly line, or are they all individually putting together a homunculi?
It's an assembly line.
Okay. Is there a station they're putting the heart in?
Part in the way that you understand it? Not really.
Like a power core, right? Is it a power core?
It's a magic rock.
Cool. Is there like a pile of them?
Does Jimi Hendrix work here?
So they're actually over here. They only have like a handful because it takes a while to get them down the line.
But how many power? If it's an assembly line, they're going to be in one pile. How many do they have in a pile?
So think of each of these little rows as its own assembly line. And the workers at the end are the ones that they're basically like final assembly and inspection.
So you have 3 lines going vertically. Okay.
Well, 4.
Okay, so it's horizontal. Okay.
Do. So these guys are the ones with the heart crystals.
Okay. How many do they have each?
Right now, they have 3. Like 3
for each line?
Now, are you going to look at the heart crystal?
3 for each line, correct?
Correct.
Drake, are these explosive?
Explosive? Yes.
So if I peek my
Do you
head...
want them to explode? No.
So Drake, here's what I'm thinking, bud. We go back through the door, we stick our finger through, cast lightning, blow it up, and then run back in there.
Are you sure?
Do you think that'll work, Drake? Think they'll be explosive enough for that to work?
Here's what's going to happen. You're going to alert everyone in the building that we're here.
You're gonna drop your invisibility.
Yeah, that. Everyone in the building's going to know that we're here. Granted, you have a bottleneck here, so I guess it could work out. But there's also a dragon lord up there.
Okay.
So
Drake,
when you observe the crystals are black. They're like black as ink.
Interesting.
Ooh, I gotta save that for when we're grouped back up, but I actually have information on that.
So are these guys sentient at all? Like, sentient's not the word.
Self-aware.
Are they just staying in their lane, or would they care if I interacted with them? I want to ask Drake. Drake, give me the words for halt production, go to standby mode, interconic.
Halt production.
And once he gives me those words while still invisible, I'm going to shout it out.
Oh, Okay, he does.
Okay.
He's like, are you sure you want to do this?
What could go wrong?
Okay. Go for it.
I look at the party and I give them a thumbs up. I'm invisible, and they're fighting their robots on the other side of the door.
Yeah,
Alright, I
left
do
us that way.
Oh, dragon steak, language, blah blah blah, steak dinner, sirloin steak. Says command you to stop.
So, when they hear your voice, they all look around at each other. Like, what the hell was that?
Jake is currently sitting on the floor.
They're very confused.
I'm saying it.
You can look at their hold on. You look at their production targets here. They're supposed to make like 12 today, and they're like, "What? Is there a dragon down here? Did you not find us out?"
Did you not find us out?
Wait a minute.
Okay.
That means
So this is unofficial production. I'm going to, upon hearing that, I'm going to have Jake. I'm gonna cast Levitate on him, and I want him to helicopter his way back to the main lobby
Okay.
and go towards the Dragon Lord.
Oh gosh.
Message.
Okay.
so. Wait, we don't want to figure out who's going behind Janad's back and have them fight each other.
Well, he's going toward it, but he's not actually going to do anything yet.
Okay.
We're about to turn a Dragon Lord on an entire wizard and army. Oh, good lord, we are going to die. I am maybe the only one who's going to be able to talk us out of this. Dakota, you better pray.
Well, technically, everybody can speak Draconic because we have translators inside of us.
I don't know.
Technically, I
Doesn't
Tatacon's being a little twat today and not saying anything to me.
Well, I told the story from Tatacon's point of view.
Oh, okay. So that was
Tatacon.
okay.
It's kind of Tatacon.
Okay.
Because Drake got horny and Katarvis got horny, and we all got locked in these gauntlets. Is basically
All right.
how the story went.
So my turn doesn't take literally forever. What are the robots doing?
They're currently searching like a Metal Gear Solid game.
But they're not official. I already forgot the dragon's name.
Janad. They don't work for
Yeah.
Janad.
Okay. I'm going to give it a second. Do they stop searching or they go back to work?
They're currently on alert. They're staying on alert.
Okay. Let me do this. I want to sneak up to each. How big is the room I'm in? How tall is the ceiling?
10 feet.
I want to sneak up to each of them and cast Levitate on them.
Well, that's going to take you like 12 turns because you're technically in combat.
Oh yeah, we are technically in combat. Well, that's no fun.
Ninja's leading your entire party, alerting a Dragon Lord and threatening to get us all killed.
You guys are the ones who decided to not sneak.
It's not that
You can turn yourself invisible.
I was going to say, it's not that I didn't want to sneak. It's just that when you walk like Scooby Doo and there's really not a whole lot you can do.
And I don't have an invisibility spell.
I want to mage hand one of the hearts.
Okay.
Can
All right.
go ahead.
So we're gonna go to Honor Guard 1. Who's gonna take a crack at Elishim?
Oh, so real quick, and then I'm done. With the mage hand, I want to steal one of the hearts, and then I want to write on the wall, "We see you," and then
Gosh,
just sit there.
That's creepy.
is that the hit or miss, Brian?
That's a miss.
Okay, Play. It's your turn.
Wait. Can we take a short rest and
What?
say thank you, Cheese?
Huh?
Cheese is in the chat. I don't know who he is, but he
Oh,
says
that's Josh. Hi,
Okay.
Josh.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, Josh. We appreciate you. Everybody else
So-
say it. Say it.
Thanks, Josh. Or cheese, or whatever you wish to be called.
Let's get one fleshlight wizard in the chat for Josh.
Okay, Clay, it's your turn. Do something.
Already on it. Does an 11, and I know a 23 hits, but does an 11 hit?
Yes, actually.
Alright. He wanted to do the exclamation point. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's really, really harsh on my mellow man.
Hmm.
Yeet.
That's 15 damage.
Stacked on the hellish rebuke I just smacked him with earlier. And that's the end of my turn.
Thanks, Josh. I appreciate that.
You're reading the comments.
No, he just texted me. He's like, I told him to make your job as hard as possible.
He did. He just told me in chat. Said I'll see what I can do.
Don't
Okay.
worry, Josh. Dakota's already here. That's already going to happen.
That's exactly what I said. I said that's what we have Dakota for.
No,
All right.
kid.
Nathan, it's your turn.
Okay.
After being on the other side of the screen, it's that much funner to do it.
So Tadakon does not have any words of advice for me.
As far as like doing with the robots, hit it
Yes.
till it dies.
Hit it to
That really, Master Slave, that's the best you can come up with. Hit it till
What?
it's well, all right, okay. We shall
You want a
hit
great sword that you're proficient in? You want a really big sword?
I mean, yeah, who doesn't want... Yes, give me the sword.
So you materialize a sword, a great sword out of thin air that you are proficient with, because that's the first power of Tatacon's table.
right. So like he takes the metal from my shield and my sword, makes it into one giant sword.
No, he just kind of.
Oh, he just
kind
makes
of appears.
a glowing. Okay, all right, it just appears, and I'm. How am I? Anyway, yes, let's swing. Which one of these little twat waffles is taking damage?
The one right in front of me.
I'm having trouble. I can't find my mouse, so just go for that one.
Or do you want to do the one directly in front of you?
Well, see, the problem is I would go to the map, but like my mouse does this thing where it just disappears. And so trying
If you go completely forward, you'll be hitting Honor Guard 4. I'm already beating the crap out of Honor Guard 3. And I've already hit him twice, technically.
All right, I'm going to say it again. I cannot get to the map because my mouse has disappeared. The mouse on my screen is invisible. So I cannot get to the... I cannot... it does this all the time. I don't know why, but yes, getting... Okay. It's there.
Your mouse has invisibility.
I mean, it does it all the time. It's really frustrating when I try to bounce back and forth.
I heard about that glitch, Nathan. It's really weird.
I feel like you're about to throw in an innuendo, but okay.
No, I'm serious. Like when I was looking
Okay.
at the Subverse reviews, people were talking about
Oh
it.
my god, I hate you so much. You said Honor Guard 3 is taking damage?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, let's go him. And I'm going to use... No, I'm going to save that. We're going to save large reduce. So since I'm proficient with this weapon, what's my attack bonus?
Whatever you use for your sword, like whatever you used to normally roll.
God, what have I done? No.
How are you going to roll without being able to click to the chat
See,
box?
well, I just opened up my Asus performance checker thingy. It's really difficult. There we go. Okay, so indeed. I'm so sorry, guys.
You're okay.
It's all good.
Never forgive you.
I wouldn't expect any less. Was it +7?
Didn't your proficiencies go up
Did they?
since you're 6th level?
So 8?
I think it's +8. I could be wrong.
Do I need to roll that twice since I'm gonna attack twice?
Yeah.
16 and 7.
Actually, it would be 16 and 15. Or no, 24 and 15. Both hit.
Would it? Because I put +8. Oh.
Or no. You're right. I'm stupid. 16 hits.
16
Yeah.
hits. And then it would be. I don't
The
know
7.
I don't know how this works because how did I get 7 when I have +8?
You roll a 1.
But I.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
That's a really good question.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, that's the number you rolled. So it'd be 16 plus 8, which would be 24, and that'd be 7
yeah.
plus 8, which would be 15.
Oh, because it's showing you the roll and then the results. Yeah.
Okay,
I got you.
Okay. So it's like
You know how much it pains me to have the person from Greenback explain math to you too?
well, I mean, it's just, shut up. Okay, so they both hit, right?
Yeah, they both hit. So a great sword is 2d6 plus, I guess, your intelligence, since that's the way your class works.
Okay.
You know, Dakota, if I wanted an opinion, I'd go talk to myself in the mirror.
Haha.
That didn't
You
make
need some fucking help.
Nah, he's chill. He might be the other half of me, but he's chill.
That's 14.
This is the first attack.
Yeah.
Then okay.
So 25.
Dang.
Hell yeah.
And that's with Booming Blade. So if he moves, I don't remember what he takes. At 5th level. Oh. At 5th level. Oh, crap. So he takes another 1d8 because of Booming Blade. And then he takes 2d8 if he moves.
All right, go ahead and roll your d8.
Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
I'm going to roll 2d8 just to take care of both the damage, if that's okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's 11, so that's not bad. 36 damage.
Nathan, how do you want to do this?
How do I want to do this? So,
You killed him.
for some reason, you know, I'm having this Thundercats moment where Tatacon's all like, "Hey, you want a great sword?" I'm like, "Thunder! Oh!" And then, shing! The great sword pops like into my hands, and I hold my hands above my head, and then I bring it down on honor guard number 3. Yeah! And he like explodes into 1,000 little robotic pieces, and the oil splashes on my face, and it oils Tommy, and he's all like, "Ooh, this is nice," and kind of wiggles a little bit.
What the hell?
Outstanding. Okay. Honor guard 2 is going to take a swing at you.
Now, I lost my shield. So that how much did the shield add to AC 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. No, yep, that hit.
Okay. Gosh, I miss it being.
Exclamation point.
Yes.
Yeah, for real. I wonder if Avery changed. Okay, 14.
I'm not sure. I haven't checked yet because Shane's been using her in the other D&D server we've been running. But I don't think anyone's made a roll since the change.
Okay, so here's how this works, Storm. When you rolled 2d8 plus 4, it added 4 to your first roll, I think. And then the second roll, it did not. So that's an 8 and a 6. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. I'm looking at it wrong. That's not 2 different attacks. I was thinking about 2 different attacks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You're okay. You're okay. All right. Brian, what you going to do?
I'm going to attempt to sneak into the next room.
Freaking douchebag. That's on you, man. What the crap?
Yeah. Okay, so you go to sneak past honor guard number 4, and he's going to take a swipe at you.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
13, close enough.
That missed.
All right, you keep on sneaking on.
Can I put my arm across the doorway that's open to block Shin? So he kind of bunts my arm before he goes inside?
Does he see me? Does he see me?
That's
No, I
fair.
don't see you.
You don't see. You don't
No,
see.
I just happened to catch the robot swing at nothing.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
Shin's coming. So you walk into my arm. Like, Shin?
In the arms of the angels.
No.
Why did you do that for?
In the arms of Bill Cosby.
Shin, they're on alert inside. There's a bunch of robots.
Why are they on alert for?
Well, who knows? It's hard to say.
Can I see into the next room?
Yeah, I moved my arm. I'm not blocking you. I just wanted you to make you aware I'm there.
So you see the same scene that I described to Dakota. They're all like looking around. They're freaking out. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do, but they don't have a supervisor to tell them what to do.
Do I see this black gem that was in there?
Yes.
Do I recognize this black gem as anything?
Not off the cuff, no.
I'm currently holding one.
Can I roll an Arcana check for these black gems?
Yeah, go for it.
16.
16.
You have no idea.
Dang. Well, that sucks.
Dang, can I do an Arcana check?
Your turn's after 4.
Well, can I do a sleight of hand to take his black gem?
You can't see him.
But he just said, "Oh,
I don't know how invisibility works. Leave me alone.
I believe that every object you're holding also becomes invisible.
Be awfully
I'm going to sleight of
convenient,
hand one of
wouldn't
the
it?
other black gems for myself."
Well, otherwise your clothes wouldn't be invisible.
Oh, touche.
Honor
So
guard,
even if the object's not invisible, I could just put it like in my sleeve.
honor guard 4 swings at Shio and misses. All right, Dakota, we're back to you, you invisible douchebag.
Are these robots powered individually, or is there like conduit coming down from above them to power them?
They're all powered individually.
Is there any other offices or anything in this room?
No. You have a production board, and that's what you got.
What does the production board say?
12 due today.
That's it?
Yes. And it's also keeping track of their production. And they're like, you're behind the clock. Hurry the fuck up.
What does Janad's human form look like?
You haven't seen it.
Drake, what does Janad's human form look like?
Golden blonde hair, sapphire blue eyes, tall, lanky.
I'm going to go back to the hallway at the door. And I'm going to secure the heart crystal thing in my bag.
Okay.
And I'm going to disguise myself to look like him and drop invisibility and walk in the room.
In the worker room?
Yep.
Okay.
So I do the entire thing. I do change sex, and then I use the background thing. I make myself look exactly like him, indistinguishable.
All right. They see you. What do you say?
I'm going to use Dreg as a translator. And I'm going to say, who's in charge of this operation?
Worker 7, upon seeing you, freaks out and throws one of the heart gems at you.
Stupid. Okay.
I'm going to grab that heart gem.
Is that the 9?
So, on reaction, this is going to be really convoluted. I hope you understand. Because he just missed
the hell down.
Brian, first roll acrobatics to get in its way.
Acrobatics?
Yes.
Oh, well, this could be bad. Yep. Nope. I got a 7.
Oh.
You fall you weren't prepared is really all it was. You were not prepared for you were not first of all not prepared for Iona to walk in there.
So it's important to note, Shin also doesn't know who I am.
So I didn't see him walk back into the same room as me and cast that spell?
He's got
If you're sitting there creeping on me, sure. I assume you're more distracted with the dragon or the robots.
You weren't prepared for Iona to just walk in there like she owns the place, and you certainly weren't prepared for them to throw a black rock at him. Or what you perceive as a black rock. Okay.
So are they going to actually throw it at me, or?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever roll that?
You're gonna try to catch it?
I guess.
Okay. Roll sleight of hand.
Dexterity.
Yes.
Or just Dex.
Hold on, I gotta roll this somewhere else. Well, I see. All right, so the dice gods have spoken. It doesn't hit you. It hits the wall behind you. It doesn't shatter, but it cracks.
Insolence! Sit down at your stations. That's an act of aggression. Anything further, and I will have you all dismantled. You'll be dismantling each other. So sit the hell down.
Jesus.
So, Elishim, from your position, you can see that a black ooze is starting to leak out of the rock.
Uh-huh. Should I be concerned about this, or would I be concerned about this? Does Katarpus know about this? What's going on?
Katarpus isn't really sure. He does know that it's some sort of necromantic magic.
Am I aware of this?
No, it doesn't have a smell. It landed behind you.
Do I have any empty vials I can get this black ooze up into without touching it, preferably?
You can certainly try. I'm not sure how many it would take, but I think maybe 5. It'll take 5 vials to fill it up.
No, I just want one vial. I don't want all the necromantic ooze. I just want one vial.
No, okay, sure, go for it.
All right.
You get your vial of necromantic goo.
Yes.
Does Shin make any noise around this time, like intentionally, like let me know what you're doing, or you just creep over there and do it?
I'm just creeping over there doing it. I don't want all 12 of those workers to know I'm here yet.
All right. How do they react to me yelling at them like a stern Japanese boss?
Stern Japanese boss. Right now, they're generally contemplating throwing more rocks at you.
Those robots are retarded.
They're robots. They have no sense of self-preservation.
And they have a sense of fear, apparently.
Well,
okay, not to interrupt what Shin's doing, but what I want to do is
This way you don't mess with the original model.
as they look at the rock in front of them, I'll turn around and look at the one that fell, or the one that they threw at me. I'm like, that last one didn't work. Stay at your damn stations. Sit down. And can I notice that it was oozing when I turn around and look at it?
yes.
I want to send Jake to go drink a little bit.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you. I was curious what happens when that happens.
Oh, okay. So Jake drinks a little bit and literally screams like a woman. Like it sounds like a voice is coming out of Jake the Snake.
I believe this is soul matter.
What's coming out of Jake the Snake?
The screams of a woman.
Okay.
Is it coming out the front or the rear?
Oh my gosh.
He's screaming his head off.
Is it coming out both ends?
No. He's he's really quiet because he's small and he's a snake. But from where Brian's standing, he can hear the snake going on and something about her brother. My brother.
Huh.
Just as I guessed about these rocks.
They are souls.
I want every robot to continue production. Do not waste these rocks. These are important.
I'm going to
There's
start
been new
speaking.
leadership. You are to continue production and sit down, as I have assumed command over the people in charge. And when I asked who was in command, I was doing so to see if you all were a bunch of programmed pussies and would betray your master. Now I am your master's master. Continue production.
Huh.
They salute you and carry on. And the honor guards in the other room hear you and stand down as well.
What?
Drake, how the hell did that work?
I don't know. I'm going to start.
Go ahead.
Can while he's making his speech, can I be like sleight of handing some of the stones at the workstations?
Sure.
I want to collect some of the ooze as well.
Okay.
And then I want to go, and they're no longer doing anything to me. I can just wander around the room.
Yeah.
Before I get into this, what do you want to do, Nathan? Start saying.
One, do I keep the grape sword?
You can, you can will it in and out of existence, whatever weapon you want.
What? So I'm Noctis from Final Fantasy 15? Okay. I like it. Okay. And two, can I walk in and be like,
Guys, I smashed one of the honor guards to pieces, and they quit. They pussied out a bunch of chickens.
Sure.
because I have no idea. I have no idea what happened in here.
Ah, yes, my new security. There you are. We were testing the robot's capabilities.
Yes, we were. Yes, mm-hmm.
I am what was my name again? I forgot.
You're currently impersonating Janad.
I am Janad, and you are my employee, right?
Yes, Master Jihad.
I don't know what I expected.
You're damn right. I stand at attention, soldier.
Yes, I salute. Salute, Master Jihad.
Stay precisely like that until I tell you to go to parade. Parade rest.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What are you gonna do with your?
I want to take some of the rocks and put them in my bag. Quality control needs these two for testing. We had a bad batch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a couple and put them in my bag.
We're okay.
These are hard crystals?
Yes. Well, hard enough.
Okay. Well, hard enough it hit a wall and didn't break.
Well, it cracked. It
didn't break open though. It just cracked a bit. Okay. Is there any more valuables in this room? Anything going on?
Valuables? Not really.
No side offices, no nothing hidden away.
Are you gonna start? Are y'all gonna search the room?
Sure.
Show me access to the hidden quarters in this room, robots.
Damn it. They point down here.
One of you open the door for me. You, worker 12.
We cannot. Dragon power needed. You can open door just fine.
Was that sass?
No, it was an explanation as to why we cannot open the door and you can.
You're damn right I can. Go back to work. So I gotta go. Drake, I need some stake power for this one. Apparently.
Okay. So when you approach the wall, you see the sigil of Dragon Lord Janad, which is very strange.
Oh, my seal.
And Drake hits you with the magic boost, keeps it low enough where the workers don't hear. Then you push the energy into the sigil, and it pops open.
I walk inside.
It's a 15-foot hallway that leads into a small room with a set of stairs going down.
So I do a mental check. Well, a motion for the. Where's Clay at? That's a better question. Clay's dead. Cool.
In the Sam Hill.
Why are you in the hills? What a palace.
We're in the dungeon.
Gosh.
It's not really a dungeon.
Anything's a dungeon if you're German enough.
Oh.
True.
All right, I'm going to assume that Shio is going to follow us.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to say the same explanation for you as Gerald.
Okay.
And then I want to get the party at the door. I'm going to kind of make some hand motions so Shin can see us and hope that he understands to come over there.
Right.
Listen up. Apparently, these robots don't work for Jannad or any of this. By the way, I'm not really Jannad. Spoiler alert. Okay.
I kind of figured.
All right, we're ready to send it.
Apparently, these robots don't work for him. But this door took dragon power to open. So there's some junk going on here.
And there are dragons nearby,
Yeah.
apparently.
So maybe somebody's banging Jannad's wife or girlfriend.
Maybe.
Maybe we'll find the white dragon host down here. I don't know.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
Okay. I go. Dan?
All right, so this is where my story is going to get even more darker. Give me just 1 second.
Oh no, the lights. There's no lights down here.
Oh, look, the pyromancer who can use create light.
Don't go towards the light.
Clay, this is something completely different than what you think it is, more or less. All right, this is where my story is going to take a dark twist. This is a ritual. Scary adult content, trigger warning, da-da-da-da-da. Leave now. If you're uncomfortable with that, bye. All right, so you descend into darkness, and it's a very dark room. I don't warrant putting any pieces in here because there's no combat here. You descend down the stairs, and you find down the secret level of the building rests a decrepit house sealed within an observation chamber. You see a girl and a man on a bed in the house. The man, it's clearly the result of a double suicide. The man is dead from a self-inflicted stab wound to the chest, and the woman died via hanging herself above the man. Her seemingly lifeless body is draped over him. Large spines have encased them. They puncture through their bodies in a few places. As far as the aura that you get from this is that this is the root cause. This is where they're getting the energy from for the crystals.
Okay. Do I have any insight into this?
Where are you? This is like internalized insight. You trying to
figure out the workings of what's going on here?
Do you want to roll investigation, or do you want to try to reach out to the outsider?
Well, I probably have better luck reaching out to the outsider than rolling an investigation.
I do have good investigation.
Well, no, I might be all right with investigation. Take that back. I'll try an investigation check.
Okay.
While everybody's doing something serious, I want to ask Drake if this is what he felt like doing when his girlfriend left him.
Dang, man.
Oh gosh.
No chill, no cap, no filter.
22.
Damn. All right. So, here's what you can gather from the scene in front of you. They're very well preserved, like strangely well preserved for their predicament. Being dead and everything. You can feel the necromantic energy coming off of the splines, like it's sucking it from them or pulling it from somewhere and just emanates it. You're not really sure what kind of magic would be necessary to harness this necrotic energy, but it is definitely extremely powerful. Based on their physical appearance, you could hazard a guess as to say that these two are related, likely siblings.
brothers and sisters, right? Kind of like what Jake was screaming about.
Who was going on about?
Jake, when he drank the necrom.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I forget, for some reason, it has to be Jake the Snake. It can't just be Jake. So, here's the eerie part of your observation, is that from where you're standing, it looks like the girl is still breathing.
Does he relay that to us?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tell everybody that.
As soon as you say that, I said, "Dang, necrotic energy. That sounds a whole lot like undead."
Did you say? Did you?
Well, wait. Can I do a religion check on this to analyze if they are, in fact, the living dead?
Sure.
Let's do that.
Well, I would say the girl's still breathing, so she can't be dead.
Yeah, but this could be like a less of a undead thing and more of like a ritual suspension type deal.
I'll be honest, Ayana was just trying to sucker you into going in there and cutting down the girl.
Well, that's the thing. If she is undead, then it must happen.
I was going to use Tremor Sense to see if she was still alive.
Come on, give us a shit roll.
24.
No.
Outstanding. All right. So, oh gosh. So she's not undead by your definition.
Boo. That's boring.
I'm sorry, Gerald. I want to listen. It's been a long day. We've been fighting robots. I knew you wanted to fight like undead. I was really pulling for you.
It's really all right, you know. Sometimes you get a really crappy DM who doesn't give you anything fun to do.
So when I say she's not,
you think that Brian guy was going for DM next time?
I think he'll do a much better job.
She's not undead by your definition.
Yeah.
But she is definitely caught somewhere in between life and death.
Gotcha. So I should burn her, is what you're saying.
Well, she's not dead. She's not alive either.
But I mean, that's
what.
But isn't that what a priest of riser does? Don't we burn people?
You burn the dead. You don't burn. Well, I mean, I guess you can't really technically.
See, there you could. Now we're thinking like a priest of riser, burn their bodies.
So they're stabbed by spikes, right?
Spines.
Yeah.
Is it spines or spikes? I thought you said spines.
Spines. Think of it like ribs are coming through and going through them.
Okay. Is it possible for me to get to her mouth?
What?
The entire observations, it's literally a sealed observation chamber.
Oh, so you can't get to them.
However, somebody here can.
I'm going to contact the outsider and see if what his insight is into this.
Okay.
Yeah, does Tadacon have any words of WTF?
That's basically it. And like, what the fuck is this?
Oh, even Tadacon doesn't know.
Like, this is something outside of his realm of expertise. Like, this is, as far as he's aware, and he's been around a long time, this is unprecedented. No, wait. I take that back. It is unprecedented, but he had heard from Fafnir that, yeah, check it out. He had heard from Fafnir many centuries ago about a tragedy that happened in Golden Horizon. But that's about as much information as he has on the subject. Fafnir's the last Golden Dragon Lord.
So how sealed off is this chamber? Is it
There, it's
airtight?
wouldn't call it. Are you trying to Misty Step in there?
Essentially.
Airtight. I really want to say yes because they don't want whatever's in there like leaking out into like the greater area.
Right, but the liquid has to come out from somewhere.
Well, you're not sure the magical process that goes into that. It's really just they're harnessing and condensing necromantic energy from effectively a bottomless source of it.
What is the okay? Better question. What is the material made of?
Oh, it's reinforced.
Vibranium.
No, it's literally it's got
It's reinforced suffering.
Mahogany.
no, it's not made of mahogany. It's the columns that hold the glass together is black marble.
Glass.
Yes, it's the reinforced glass.
Okay, Shio, can you blink? Can you hold hands with me and blink me in there?
I can only blink myself in there. I have not been able to master blinking other people.
Will you put Jake in your mouth and take him with you?
I do not know the constitution of how that would even function, or even if you'd blink with me.
I don't know either, but I'm kind of curious. I'll make a new Jake so he's clean.
Look, I do have a pocket. Put him in there and we'll see if this works. I cannot guarantee anything.
I put Jake the 17th in Shio's pocket.
Okay.
Actually, before we do that, I want to hear what the outsider has to say.
Outstanding.
Because I don't want to do something stupid and get myself killed.
Elsheen channels his magic into the sigil of the outsider. And once again, time stops and the outsider appears in front of the glass. And he says, such a tragic sight. Who would have guessed that these two would have done a ritual of death itself? Tragedy, loss, more loss. What do you think, Elasheen?
I think they're harvesting her soul, the power of the homunculi. Does that be correct?
That would be an oversimplification. What's happened here is the girl has inadvertently made herself a gateway.
A gateway to where? The realm of the undead?
Some call it that. This isn't normal necrotic energy flying around in here. This is necrotic energy straight from the negative energy plane.
Oh. Interesting.
The girl herself is neither alive nor dead. Very precarious position for her to be in. Not a zombie, not a vampire, not a ghoul. You can see that even her body has experienced some light decay, but that's likely only from the negative energy field.
Yeah. So if we end this ritual, would it close the gate or would it stay open permanently?
There's no sealing that gate.
Yeah. Best to leave that alone.
The girl could learn to harness it. She would make a powerful piece.
Oh, yeah? Did you like to recruit her?
You're considering promotion, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
And one day you'll get your own chess pieces.
Really?
That's the way Devil Society works.
All right. What must I do?
let it play out, and I will call her to the void.
Okay.
Well,
I do have a question, completely metagame here. Is this guy actually trying to court me to be my new pact boon here?
there's so much going on with him. There's a lot.
All right, so is that interaction done?
He tells you that in exchange, he'll ask for a favor later.
All right.
All right. And
I
then
can dig it.
he fades out of existence, and time resumes.
All right, so all I'm going to tell them is that she's just a gateway to the negative energy plane, and that no, ending this ritual will not close that gateway.
And how do you know that?
I have friends in high places or low places, depending on how you look at it.
I want to pray.
Out of space time.
I want to pray to Sophia.
Okay. What are you going to ask, Sophia?
All internally, Sophia, I'm pretty sure this guy's full of shit. What is your opinion of the woman in front of me? And should I put a roofie down her throat?
Easy there, Bill Cosby.
She tells you.
Actually, what I ask her is, should I put superiority juice down her throat?
So what she tells you is that putting that inside of this one is probably not a good idea. And it probably wasn't a good idea for the homunculi either.
Well, you didn't tell me anything then.
You didn't ask.
I didn't forget you're chaotic. That's the fun. That's the fun of it, though. I can't wait till you come in here and kill everybody.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So
how do you think the plans are going?
So far, so good. So before anyone gets an opportunity to do anything else, a hooded figure enters in from behind you and says, "That's a really good impersonation of me you got going on there."
So this is I'm gonna ask Drake. I'm going to assume it's, I keep forgetting this guy's name.
Jihad.
But I'm gonna assume it's Janad, but I'm gonna ask Drake for confirmation.
Yep, that's Janad.
Yeah, even like when I changed sex and everything and disguised myself as you, I even like made a micro penis. Pretty spot on, isn't it?
Gio, no holds barred, is going to look on and say, "Shut up before we die."
He laughs boisterously, and he walks towards the isolation chamber, and he taps the glass like a damn fish aquarium, and says, "I wondered how they were doing this. This is very interesting, very dangerous."
I feel as if you should probably just go ahead and take this whole thing out of the equation then.
He turns to address the party and says, "Do you know how long I've been following you?"
I'm guessing the whole time.
Gio, since only the dragons can understand what she's going to say in Draconic. Honestly, I figured the whole time, seeing as we've already caused a ruckus. Plus the fact that we got in here probably raised an eyebrow to someone with your intelligence.
Golden Horizon itself is a fortress. Ever since the first Great Dragon War, when Fafnir held it, it's been a fortress. Only Katarfis has ever been able to successfully take it, and I intend to keep it that way.
I feel a sense of pride when he says that.
But you didn't know about all this?
I can't remember who shared that info. I know it was Tadakon and Geralt had that conversation about Catarthus, but he goes on to tell you that, or he goes on to say, state-of-the-art security system, wizards running arcane eyes at all times around the city. I've been keeping my finger to the pulse of this homunculi business.
So he already knows that, and he is against it in a sense. Since it's technically against his will.
Or are you going to ask him, though?
I am, because this kind of is one of those things that ties to me.
He looks at you, and he snaps his fingers, and a skeleton pops out of the ground, and he says, what can you tell me is the difference between you and this skeleton?
Gerald and undead.
Is it a moving skeleton?
Yes, it's an animated skeleton.
Draw my great sword and just like smash its hips in half. Is he holding the skeleton or is it standing there?
No, it's standing there nonchalantly
I
as
like
he's looking.
take the broadside of this great sword and smash its hips apart. And then, like, as its little torso is floating in the air, kind of like, what did I do? Just slice it with as it's suspended in air.
We're going to go with yes, because this is great.
Shio's gonna look at him and be like, you see the difference? Allow me to pose a question to you. I take it dragons are smart, so I perceive this question should also strike a chord. The difference between these homunculi, the skeleton and I, are quite simple. Purpose. Now, in your eyes, these homunculi are seen as servants, whatever you call it. And in my eyes, they're abominations for how they're created. And created for what purpose? You see, creating something without free will is basically just creating a pet, a toy, something with no purpose.
A sex toy.
It definitely got a purpose. Like, the girl was pretty wallowed out, even for a bunch of virgin type wizards.
Iona, in all cases, I am about to annihilate you off the face of the earth if you do not shut up.
Actually, the only, like, first 2 inches were used.
Oh my gosh.
Continue, please.
It was just the head.
Carry on.
Shio has a firebolt aimed at Iona when she starts speaking. So, I ask you this. They're created with no mind, no purpose. Basically, they are just that, soulless machines. Until you notice one of them start showing a personality. Is it wrong? In your eyes, you all see it as a crime for them to have a personality, to have free will. I was born with it. I was created with it. My father, who created me, I call him father because he raised me as such, created me with a free will, created me to be something great, to show greatness. And you all have horribly ruined this same idea that he created.
Very, very horrible news for you, friend. Kagashi is the one responsible for this. He chose to face you.
Shio's eyes widen, as at this point she just looks pale. And I mean more pale than the fact she already looks slightly mechanically gray.
Allow me to explain, for the circumstances may not be as grim as you make them, or as you may have interpreted as. A few years ago, he came here horribly wounded and hurt, and offered his homunculi formulae for passage to the Star Islands.
I nudge Shio. I say, what if, I'm just thinking out loud here, okay? So don't get mad. But if he did all this too, what if he wasn't intentionally making you with a mind, but he was like, maybe not a sex slave, but he just made you to do whatever. And then you waking up and having consciousness was an unforeseen side effect from his original plan, so he kind of just went with it. Like, oh yeah, I meant to make you. Yeah, free will. Yeah, free will's great. Yeah, I guess I'll do my own dishes.
Janot shakes his head and says, I disagree with your assessment. I believe that Shio's creation was very intentional. But I believe that Grand Wizard Mathers tried to create Shio without the free will part, lacking a proper battery that didn't require constant sustainment through magical power, and made batteries with this. We've known it's been down here for a while. We usually keep it sealed away. I want to know how they got in here. I want to know how they, A, got in here, B, extracted the power, and C, mass produced it.
Shio at this point goes from shock to sheer absolute wrath as she says, I want the wizard and I want his head.
Janad laughs. He says, you must understand your situation here. Now that I've found this, the wizard's already been dealt with.
I didn't ask for him to be dealt with. I asked for his head to be on a platter. Not only has he disgraced my father's work, he has used dark arts that we had forbidden in our home and used it to create more of me. Horrible failures like me. I want to see him suffer for this crime.
Perhaps there's a dragon in you too. Unfortunately for you, you and your party are outside of the scope. The scope of his power is much greater than that. He was, after all, the head wizard. My head wizard. Sneaking around doing things like this under my nose. I knew he was up to something, but...
I'm asking, what was his name?
Who? The wizard?
Yeah.
Head Wizard Mathers.
Okay. Inconsequential.
No relation. Quite the interesting conundrum we have here.
Shio walks past Gerard and looks into the chamber. So, about under curiosity, if one was to try and seal this, shutting down all production because of them losing their source of power, about give or take, how long would it take?
The gems themselves are rather self-sustaining. This just allows for production, although I believe that problem is already being dealt with.
Could we weaponize the gems?
Well, if I had to hazard a guess, under the correct circumstances, you could likely reproduce a portal to the negative energy plane. Although to do so would be horribly catastrophic.
Yeah.
I noticed the one that they threw at you earlier. That could have went very bad for you.
Oh, so how did the robots react to this guy coming in here?
What?
Janad. That essentially there's two Janads in front of them. How do they react?
You're downstairs. The robots are upstairs.
Well,
He had to go
Never
past
mind.
him, didn't he?
I think what
Yeah,
Dakota
they
means
have
is
so much on the thing.
he went downstairs disguised as Gerard, and then the actual Gerard walked in.
He's a wizard. He's been following you literally this entire time.
Oh.
He's just been invisible like some other members of my party that sneak past the combat.
It's a lot funner when we do it.
Yeah, until your party members die.
So did you So have you taken care of that robot that disrespected your name by throwing something at me when I was disguised as you?
All those robots are dead. Hold on.
Hello.
As they should be.
All the robots are dead. Head Wizard Mathis is in custody, heading to the executioner's block. He looks at Elishim and says, "So when will your friend come to pick her up?"
Soon.
Hmm.
How do you know about my friend?
It's not like you're hiding the mark of the outsider. Granted, no one that doesn't study the ancient and deep arcane would know what it even means. You know, think it's some sort of stylistic tattoo.
Yeah.
Making a deal with the devil would be safer than making a deal with the outsider.
How ominous.
Although, from what I've gathered so far, just from your presence alone, you've already done that.
Yeah. I just chuckle. There's worse people that I can make deals with.
He asked you what the outsider wanted in exchange.
He said he would ask for a favor later.
Well, he means your initial deal.
Oh, I'm looking for a lich named Zalron.
He looks at you in shock.
Do you know this person?
He tells you that Zalron is responsible for the first Great Dragon War. Or the second Great Dragon War. I've been talking a lot about the first Great Dragon War today. My bad. The second Great Dragon War was an attempt at world domination by Zalron. Let me pull up my notes. Notes. There it is. That's when he was still known as Dragon Lord Zalron.
Oh, so he's not just a lich; he's a Dragon Lord lich.
Yes, and they plotted to overthrow the king and conquer the continent by implicating me in an attempted conquest of Silver Sanctum.
Is that where he's at? Is that Silver Sanctum?
I have no idea where he's at. We had a sighting not too long ago. Or rather, a potential sighting not too long ago over by Copper-Deez.
By Copper-Deez, huh?
Mm-hmm. Burned a whole ass small settlement, a bar, lots of casualties, no survivors.
He wouldn't happen to be a decaying black dragon, would he? I can't do the voice right now, but that's Gerald asking.
Well, he was a little bit more vain than that, but I would imagine that it's a possibility if he lost a cleric with the ability to cast Revivify.
I want to draw a picture and ask him if it's the dragon.
Okay, you put your artist skills to the test and channel your inner Amy, and you draw the.
Oh no! Not my inner Amy.
An artist rendition of the dragon that murdered you all to death, and Janad is 100% convinced that that is him.
So your outsider buddy wants to find him and kill him, right? Or do you know?
Yes. That is exactly what he wants.
That pause is very convincing.
But I have no reason to argue with you. Zalron is a danger. He's been dead for over 1,000 years. How did he come back now? That's what the last Dragonlord Summit was about.
Well, I'll be honest. I've really heard that the housing market's doing the best right now that it ever has. So I can't blame him.
She at this point is just sitting against the wall trying to collect her thoughts.
Lots of planning.
So, do I need to roll a deception check for that last comment?
No.
You want me to halfway believe it? Yes.
Janot is hyper paranoid. He's not going to believe anything that anyone says.
Can
I
Gerard?
think you look lovely today.
You're only saying that because you broke into my home.
No, I'm saying things that look like you.
Can Gerard get a murder boner because we're gonna go kill an undead dragon?
You mean, wait, Gerald?
Gerald? Yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
what I said. Leave me alone. Oh yeah, I was sweating.
We're gonna kill a dragon, an undead one.
We're gonna burn it for right. Oh, Tommy, hold me.
So, if someone was to hypothetically eat a undead dragon, what would be the side effects?
Jesus.
I have an answer. You're not gonna like it, but
Fuck around and find out.
so what happens if you eat the corpse of a Dracolich is that the Dracolich's soul possesses you, but is unable to use your body as part of like the rebirth process of a lich. So eventually you go crazy and you have to go fight or go and find either a dead dragon or kill a dragon and eat that dragon.
Do you effectively become a phylactery?
Kinda. You become a temporary phylactery. And then after you eat the dragon, then you become a dragon, and the Dracolich takes your body over.
I would just like to point out that you would effectively be eating rotten meat too, decayed, rotting meat.
Kind of.
I like,
Yeah.
how that's the bit that bothers you.
Kind of disgusting. Maggots and all.
Gio would normally make a comment, but she's right now traumatized by the fact of everything she has just learned.
Look at Shin. I'm more disgusted by the fact I'm eating a dragon.
Well, the important thing to know is that this ritual wasn't cast. It just happened. Ancient doesn't require a caster.
Huh.
A certain parameter was met and then executed upon, and it just happened.
And then they were just capitalizing upon this area.
Well, I've been trying to keep it sealed away and safe. Wizard Mathers, on the other hand, has been trying to exploit it for monetary gain and whores.
A negative energy bomb.
You could theoretically, it's possible.
Any idea what the blast radius would be on this thing?
Depends how much goo you put in it.
How about the black gems?
10 feet tops.
That's not bad.
And
What if we made a
even then, it's not guaranteed. You'd have to figure out exactly how you're going to hypercharge it and make sure and ensure that it's going to make a portal. And then anything that gets sucked in the negative energy plane that isn't undead or protected is going to die.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. Well, now here's a question, though. Aren't things that once they die get rebirthed as undead in the negative energy plane?
I really don't know. That's me and Janad speaking. I really don't know. I don't think so. I know if things from the negative, like the Shadow Walker. I know if it kills you, you become undead. But
Because that could
that's
have possibilities.
fucking scary.
That could have possibilities. An undead demon.
Also, Shio goes from basically catatonic to standing up and immediately realizes something. Wait, you mentioned Kagashi was around. Is he still here?
He's not here. We gave him passage to the star, or we gave him a passage to the Star Islands.
So he's alive. I'm not the only one who survived.
Well, he's alive as far as I know. I haven't talked to him since he left.
No, you don't understand. It's hard to explain without actually being able to go there, but I thought I was the only one who survived. I thought I was the only one who survived the tragedy.
He thought the same thing, I assure you.
There might be others. Shio leans against the wall, almost slightly relieved, but at the same time still kind of messed up.
Shio, do your people carry a mark on them in general?
Mark, not exactly, no. But most of us do know we do have a similar writing style. It is very, well, it's very specific.
Okay.
But other than him, I'm the only one I knew of that was still alive. I mean, when you see people turn to ash in front of you, it's kind of hard to think someone survived it.
That's horrifying. What was the name of your town? Or village?
I struggle to remember the actual name itself, but most of the time when I go back there, I know it as the World of Ash.
Clay's character came from a demi-plane. Well, not really a demi-plane, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, I was asking some of the stuff in game because we didn't have a heart-to-heart. We were started already as a team, kind of.
Yeah.
So, as you're all, Shield's having her emotional breakthrough or breakdown, or is sort
Kind
of
of both.
having a moment of existential clarity. Hands pop up from underneath or from the ground and grab the woman and the man or the corpse and the bed and start to pull it in through the ground. Janad turns and looks at it and he says, the signature of the outsider, a portal to the void. As he turns back around and makes his way back up the stairs.
I believe that's our cue.
Yep. Well, who wants to go kill a wizard?
The wizard's dying.
Janad, what do you think about the flashlight wizard?
That's what I was talking about. The flashlight wizard.
Yeah, what does Janad think of him?
We've been talking about him this whole time.
Yeah.
No, about his power. About his power.
His power?
Yeah.
How he made them?
We encountered one that was different, that was running away. Do you know why she was like that?
If I had to hazard a guess, well, come to my office. This requires a whiteboard.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to ignore the guards. Listen, I worked on this too, and I wanted y'all to see it. And he takes you into his private laboratory. He's over there drawing on his whiteboard. And he says, "What does it mean to be sentient?" The same question I asked your friend there from the world of Ash.
Be self-aware.
How long does it take someone to become self-aware, store memories, and understand that their actions have consequences?
Well, about 3 or 4 years.
Are they liberal?
Outstanding question, Ayana. Stop looking like me, please. This is weird.
I keep going. I keep it up. You're not Sophia. You can't tell me what to do.
He's writing on his whiteboard.
Does he have any? Did he give a shit I just mentioned Sophia at all?
No, he's too engrossed in his explanation of the meaning of life.
Okay.
So he explains that in a normal human and occasional, I suppose, elven gestation period, after the baby is born, it takes a set number of years for that baby to reach a point where it's conscious, where it's self-sufficient, where its ability to store memories informs its decision-making. Therefore, the homunculi that have come to terms with their existence have stored enough memories to know that their actions have consequences. And that is what is making them self-aware. The danger is once they become self-aware, they run away, first of all, and then due to the high concentration of necromantic power within them, eventually they become possessed by the spirit of the woman who was still not alive and not dead.
Interesting.
That's highly paradoxical.
And it's fascinating.
So they become possessed by her spirit. And what would happen if one lived long enough for them to fully possess it?
If I had to wager a theory, the homunculi's body would not be able to host or sustain that level of power. In
He could
fact,
become a
there's a
god.
possibility that once the outsider gets done with whatever it is the fuck that he's doing with it, they'll probably all just turn off to begin with.
I was just thinking, technically, she could become god level power because since she's able to possess them, she could possess multiple ones simultaneously. She would become like a hive mind and control the whole army.
Well, here's the thing. So he's back to writing on his whiteboard, magic symbols and flow charts and all that good stuff. He explains that it's the possession is a byproduct of the ritual. So once she's removed from her brother and the splines, she's still a portal to the negative energy plane, yes. But the possession was her attempt to get out of that situation. Because she did not have all of her cognitive abilities. She was still hung somewhere between life and death, which she still will be, but at least now she'll have all of her faculties.
Interesting.
Think of it as Schrodinger's stasis pod. She's both alive and dead and trying to not be in stasis anymore.
What if her body was enhanced? What if one of the homunculi bodies was enhanced around the time that she began taking possession?
Really depends on your enhancements. Really what it would need to do, that kind of power level, you would need... Starts crunching some numbers, doing some long division, some math.
I look over his shoulder. Oh my gosh, it's over 9,000.
He tells you that it would require quite a few soul diamonds embedded within the body of the homunculi to be able to store that kind of power, and the power would have to be vented off quite regularly. At least 2 or 3 times a day. Would be very practical.
By vented off, you mean like an exhaust system of negative energy?
More like more like thrown into an absolutely devastating attack. The spell slots gained from mechanically, what would have to happen is that the negative energy would fill spell slots, and then after it filled the allotted spell slots that homunculi could handle via the soul gems or via the spell storing gems, then it would start to break down, and the spell gem, I keep wanting to call them soul gems, I did it again. The spell gems would eventually start to corrode and explode, and it just wouldn't be fun for anyone involved or within, say, a 2-kilometer radius.
So what you're saying is we could level Golden Horizon with her.
With her? No.
Oh.
With a homunculi that's supercharged with her bullshit? Probably, but I feel like that's not going to be an issue. And why do you want to level my city?
Just hypothetically speaking, just saying.
Katarva's been whispering sweet nothings in your ear again.
Katarfus, who's that?
He kind of looks at you like you're stupid, or thinks that he's stupid. Do you know how long I've been following you?
You need to learn boundaries.
Do you know what my spy network is like? I have to know who and when and what is going on at any given time. It also leads a plethora of concerns, but that's neither here nor there.
Oh, yeah? Who's currently banging the white dragon lady? Let's test your spy network knowledge, huh?
I think that's not possible. She can't be getting banged in the way that you're imagining it because she's like him. Points at your hand where Dreg is.
Yeah, but if I wasn't a self-respecting, loyal nun and just decided to go out and do whatever, I mean, Dreg would be technically getting banged. By extension.
Here's the problem with me sharing that information with you, is that Dreg is going to compel you to go out and fight it.
Listen, I'm really not trying to throw out accusations, okay? I don't mean it like this, but it really sounds like you just don't know, and you're coming with excuses.
Oh, God. How's that dragon's pride now?
Do you really want to trigger Janad's dragon pride and have him fucking murk you right here and now?
I do. Keep going. I mean, Dakota's the one risking his life. I'm just standing back.
Dreg can't listen. Dreg doesn't own me. He's just preserved food for later. No, I'm kidding. I don't say that last bit.
Janad, you're going to do better than that to get Janad all hot and bothered. But he directs your attention to this thing right here, which is basically floating glowy map of the fucking solar system. And he points to your planet, Tonturus, and says, the owner of the white dragon is a man, first and foremost, not a woman.
Oh.
Secondly, he actually lives. You're not going to believe me when I tell you this. He lives in the Sky Temple.
In the Sky Temple?
He lives in the Sky Temple.
Do I have knowledge about the Sky Temple?
It's not exactly a well-guarded secret, but it's pretty common knowledge. The Sky Temple exists. It's just that no one really gets to go there. Like, you're either born there or you don't go there.
Like Japan the last few years. Gotcha.
So, the Sky Temple is ruled. Grab my notes. I was literally looking at it not even a minute ago.
Do we know why people don't go there? Is it just impossible to get to, or?
Sounds like a High and Mighty. Is that correct?
First, it's ruled by Dragon Lord Zeno, who is the Blue Dragon Lord. And the reason that nobody goes there is because there's only a handful of people that can fly.
Gotcha. So you have to fly. So do you remember that thing I studied on our first long rest
Your locomotion,
in aerodynamics or aeronautics?
aeronautics.
Yeah. If you remember specifically, I looked at aeronautics and locomotion.
So, as far as like aeronautics is concerned, no one's really even come close to a flying machine
Yet.
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 But not everyone has access to Tatacon's table.
That's right. I have upset the balance of this world. Mr. So-and-so told me in my dream I'm special. Now I know why. I'm going to the Sky Temple.
Great. You're gonna make the damn TSA agency and ruin this world.
That spirit in the sky.
Just a bunch of growling hobgoblins touching people inappropriately.
That's all it would be, and that would be accurate to what TSA is.
I could make a lot of money doing that too. I didn't even think about it. Like the Virgin Airlines to the Sky Temple, come one, come all, 2 gold a trip.
Oh gosh.
It's like Elon Musk sending people to Mars. It's gonna be me. Well, you know, you're probably gonna die on Mars, and that's okay.
You signed the waiver, right? You checked cleared.
What'd you say?
As long as you sign the waiver and your check clears.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Can't sue anyone if you're dead.
Family would.
No, but theoretically their family could. But
Yeah,
the waiver
it's
is clear. That's why you always got to have your paperwork.
Okay, so does he tell me anything else about this Wild Dragon person?
No. Tells you it's a man. He tells you to live in the Sky Temple.
How far away is the Sky Temple from where we currently are?
He looks.
And how far away is it from Port of Blossoms?
He looks at it. He looks at the temple, or he looks at his glowy thing over there, and he's like, currently 100 kilometers. Now it's 105. Back to 95. It floats around the entire continent, is what I'm saying.
So it actively moves.
Yes.
Okay.
Which makes it even freaking harder to get to. Believe me. We held a damn Dragon Lord Summit there one year, and it was just everyone was late. It just was not a good time.
It sounds like somebody really didn't pick a good meeting spot.
Interesting question you pose, Brian.
What do you know of the goddess Sophia?
He kind of looks at you a little puzzled, and he's like, I don't really know anything.
I don't know. I just murmur to myself. I don't know what I expect from a dragon.
He's like, I have a quarterly meeting with Luna. That's about the only goddess that's involved in my life.
Oh, you're small time. Okay. So thanks.
Ignore her. Her brain is, well, you could see where most of her body decided to send her brain to. It didn't help anything.
Ah, yes. I see clearly.
I'm still disguised as a man.
Exactly.
Hang on.
That's why Janad is very sarcastic about it. All right. Is there anything else you want to ask Janad before he kicks you out?
Shio walks up to the whiteboard, thinking for a second. You know, Janot, I have a question in a case of alchemy here.
Excuse me, Janot. I have to go with the little women's restroom, the little priestess restroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
Will you let me? Go ahead.
There's no bathroom in here.
I know there's not, but I went away from him for a minute.
Okay. If you leave the room, the dragon or the guards will be on your ass.
I want to go back into I want to be unobserved and have free reign in the room with all the hearts.
All the hearts.
Hearts. The assembly room.
The room where we're making the homunculi.
Okay.
Yeah, I just start taking hearts.
Okay.
Well, so I have 11 hearts because one Shin has part of one. Broke the through. There's 12 in total.
Well, actually, I don't know how many I have. How many did I get when I was slot of handing them?
So
you did 6 of them.
Yeah. So we're gonna say that Elishin ended up with 3. He took a table, or took all of them from one table, and then you got the rest of them, minus the one that got thrown and exploded.
Cool. So I have 8.
So back to what Shio was talking about. So that was a connection. So with the 2 down there, that was a connection to the realm of, well, basically the undead. So, in theory, if there was a portal open there, wouldn't there also be a portal opened on the opposite end of the realm of life?
I don't think you have your cosmology correct, but I get what you're saying. So what happened is that a portal to the negative energy plane was opened on prime material. So what happens is that in the astral plane, an additional black pool rises up in the astral plane. Oh, no, I wanted to reiterate the astral plane part, which is completely different from the positive energy plane.
True, but in the case of technically having an open portal, would it not have to have a check and balance unless it shift the entire ethereal plane that we stand on?
My mic's acting weird. So what happens is when a portal to the prime or to the negative energy plane is opened, something goes in and something from the negative energy plane comes out.
Ah, so that's the check and balance.
Generally speaking, it's a shadow walker. Fortunately, I haven't seen one, as far as I know.
If they turn invisible?
No, they'd be kind of hard to miss. They're almost as big as I am in my dragon form.
Yeah, there are big ones.
So in the case,
I want to put this in perspective. They're like a Titan from Attack on Titan. Them
With a fear aura. With a fear aura.
Yeah. And a negative energy aura that drains your hit points and like drains your hit point maximum. Them some bitches is scary. I'm talk about some damn big game hunting if you're a damn ranger.
Shio for a second thinks as she goes back to some of her knowledge back from her world. So, in the case of this thing is now in our world, would it be possible, and this is speaking hypothetically, in the positive energy plane there would be something that would be able to cancel it out? However, that would also require accessing the positive material plane.
I don't follow your logic. The check and balance is between the planes themselves.
Yes, but she's mentioning how he just mentioned a shadow walker is now in this world.
Or it should be. We'll put it that way. In order for a shadow, in order for the Shadow Walker to be, I think it's called a Night Stalker. I'm really not sure. In order for one of those to be let out, something had to go in. And as far as Janad knows, nothing was let out. Therefore, nothing went in. As far as he knows, anyway, he hasn't been Dragon Lord forever.
True, and we have to account that some of this was done under his nose.
But a Shadow Walker getting loose in the middle of Golden Horizon would be a pretty big fucking deal. I will say that.
Which is why I'm trying to make sure that it's not going to be a problem. As I state, the world has checks and balances for a reason. So this thing would definitely be a check, so it would have to be a balance to balance it out.
What's the point you're getting at here?
I'm saying if that thing got out, the balance would be shifted in this case of the negative material plane. Since we know how these things work, and it's not pretty, meaning that thing would also be a threat. Plus, that would also maybe explain Lich Boy that decided to torch to acidify some of me and my friends, or acquaintances. Could it be possible that that same negative energy plane was the reason he came back?
It's a stretch, but it's definitely a possibility.
I mean, it makes the most sense. I mean, something with that much power, basically creating a portal to a plane of absolute undeath, would be astronomically insane. However, maybe it wasn't the Shadow Walker that got out. Maybe that's how he got back. I mean, he was dead. Or, in this case now, undead. A Lich could easily walk back to this world if something went in.
That's the problem. The problem with your theory is that unless his phylactery is on the negative energy plane, or was.
Theoretically, it could have been. I mean, someone goes in with the phylactery, he comes out with it. I mean, a Dragon Lord would have a lot of followers.
This might merit some more research.
Hey, so I got a quick question, real quick. Not to interrupt.
I've got a quick answer, real quick.
But you said the wizard that had the tower is dead, or
Going to be dead.
In custody, correct?
Yeah.
Rod checks his watch. Probably,
So
we're going to lean on the he's dead side of things right now.
So there's no big wizard guarding his tower?
I'm sure that his now former employees have either left their post or have already looted the place.
I'm hoping they haven't looted the place, but
When you went in FBI style with your people or sent your people in, you didn't make sure that the scene was preserved?
The scene's in the basement. That's all I really needed.
I'm gonna look at Ayana, start backing back out the door towards the wizard's tower.
I'm gonna give you a look. I'm gonna follow you.
Oh gosh. All right.
She was going to think for a second. 1 second. I have an idea. I hope it's still in one piece. Shio basically warps back to her world before returning with an alchemy book. Sorry about that. This might help warrant some research.
Janad flips through it. This could be interesting.
Our people studied many sciences. Alchemy was one we didn't use much, but we dabbled a little bit in its study.
To catch a lich.
I'm
Sketch
Christian.
lit. You must understand. You must understand how they think. Sadly, in most cases, the one person who's supposed to be hunting them does not understand that and just thinks slap it with a blade until it dies.
I mean, that's a valid option. Janad says, still flipping through the book.
However, that does not work with something akin to a lich. As long as their vessel is still here, they're just going to keep coming back. It's like
Well,
an itch that just never goes away.
if we can keep the cycle of things at 1,000 years a pop and figure out where we just spawn camp him. That sounds like a fun idea.
I mean, while that is an idea, it's not exactly practical. I mean, if it was a regular lich, yes, that would be very practical, but we're talking a Dragon Lord lich. That's a little bit different. Not to mention, he's probably going to learn from his mistakes. I believe as the old phrase goes, though, immortality has a shelf life.
Yeah, we dragons live damn near forever anyway. But
Yes,
I'll
but
have to
even
get back to my
you have to have
research, and I'm sure you'll have to get back to your activities of questionable legality, such as how those two just left to go rob the wizard's tower or see if there's anything left of it, and your
he's a criminal, he doesn't.
eventual search and seizure of Sodom.
Shio bows in respect. If you need anything, you know how to find me. I mean, someone as wise as you would already know.
And tell Jebediah that he's going to get an extra 45-second delay on the guard response.
Understood.
All right. We will pick it up next time at the Wizard's Tower. Nathan, please tell me you're awake.
Yeah,
Thank
yes.
God.
Yeah,
that would have been bad. All right.
Well, that'll be for next time on Dungeon Ball Z. Night, gentlemen.
All right.
Good night.
Thanks for
Well,
watching,
folks,
everybody.
we appreciate you sticking around to the end. Have a good week. We will see you next time. Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. We're
Get
here
us
every
more
Saturday
please.
at like 11:30 if no one shows up late.
Who would do that?
I have no idea. I don't want to list any names. All right, guys. I'm in it. Good night.
No.
Good night, man. Hey. So, Storm,
So, Brian.
are we still streaming?
No, we're not live.